What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be Life After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 45. Y'all know I'm behind, but I'm caught up now, at least until Friday. So, we start this episode off. We have Josh and we have Cheryl. Remember, we left off with Cheryl saying that Josh's mom had hit her. We still don't know what really happened because, again, there's no footage of it. According to Cheryl, Josh's mom hit her because something with the baby, the baby spilled something. Cheryl went to go clean it up. Josh's mom told her, don't you spoiling the baby or you babying the baby. And I guess somebody put their hands on somebody. And Cheryl is going off. I don't know what happened, child. I really don't know. But then Cheryl starts going off and having this tantrum. Now, mind you, Josh's mom is chilling. She in the house like, whatever. Like, her child 3 years old, he need to learn how to clean up for himself at some point in time. So I don't know for all I know, she could have been cleaning the water up and all she did was tap her hand like, stop, don't clean it up, make him do it himself. And she went way off. I don't know what really happened. But then poor Josh, he was like, Cheryl, she goes from 0 to 1,000. There's no middle. And when she mad, she mad. He was like, I don't even know what else to do. So, I'm just going to treat her like you just treat a kid that's having a tantrum. I'm just going to sit down and, wait till they get done. And then Cheryl started talking. I felt like she was being real disrespectful because she started talking about how his mother wasn't there for him while he was in jail and she been holding it down and she would drive thousands of miles to come and visit him and his mother wouldn't even drive 100 miles to go visit him. And you know what I respect? I respect the fact that he was like, well, to be honest, my mother was there for me the multiple times I was in and out of jail before I met you. I'm like, damn, how many times you been in jail, man? But he was like, my mother has been there for me. She was like, yeah, but was she there for you the last time? Maybe she tired. Maybe because she has been running back and forth to the jail for the last 10, 15 years. She tired of running back and forth to the jail. And she glad that it's finally somebody around that'll do it and she don't have to anymore. I don't think you should compare the two, but child, Cheryl don't seem like she that rational of a person. Anyway, Andrea and her man. What's my man's name? I'll get it. Y'all, I already told y'all how I feel about this Andrea. Now, they at the sex shop. First of all, he was like, I didn't even know they had sex shops in Utah. And she was like, she doesn't seem like she's a prude in the bedroom. And she was like, a healthy sex life is what you're supposed to have with your husband. And, when you husband and wife, that's what you're supposed to have and all that good stuff. So it sounds like she's not really a prude. But then she says, I'm not really ready to have sex with him yet. And he's like, you know what? If my wife likes toys, I'm going to buy her some toys because, honey, I'm trying to get back in good. I'm trying to get back in the bedroom. And they picking up all kinds of stuff, honey. She picked up some handcuffs. He was like, yeah, nah, we ain't doing that. He said, yeah, I've been wearing handcuffs too much. I don't want to play with no handcuffs. I said, I know that's right. You don't want to play with no handcuffs. Now, he think that them buying all these toys and stuff mean he about to get him some. And what she's saying is, nah, you just help me out so that I don't have to resort to letting you come in the bedroom until I'm ready to come in the bedroom. Because I ain't ready for you back in the bedroom. So this toy gonna help me until I get there. I said, see, y'all ain't even on the same page when it come to nothing. Nothing. Poor Lamar. Anyway, that's the name, Lamar. Because she wanted whips and all kinds. Oh, she wanted all kinds of stuff, honey. I said, okay, all right. Now, later on in the episode, she invited him to come to Bible study. Lamar made it clear. He said, look, I don't want to have anything to do with the Mormon religion. It's not my thing. It's not my religion. It's not my cup of tea. It's not what I want. And Andrea is like, well, he when he was in jail, he promised that he would come once a week, he would do Bible study with me. That's because he was trying to get to the closet. Yeah, he agreed to that because he was trying to get to the closet. He didn't mean it. And he even went and pulled information on how, black people weren't welcome in the Mormon religion until the 1970s, which is true. But to be honest, there are a whole lot of religions where black people weren't welcome. Maybe not as late as the 1970s, but, here go Lamar. I mean, I got a special relationship with God. He know where I am. He know how I feel. And then he gonna say, this is the part that was funny to me, y'all. He gonna say, I mean, I don't ask her to be a Crip. Then he compare his gang to her religion. He said, I don't ask her to be a Crip. Why I gotta be a Mormon? So then her friends are going to try to, I guess, minister to him. Honey, he wasn't trying to have it, honey. He shut that thing all the way down. And one of her friends will try to touch him and try to tell. He said, you ain't got to touch me. And she tried to touch him again. He was like, yo, you ain't got to touch me. You can talk from right there. You ain't got to touch me. Now, on one hand, I kind of understand where he's coming from. But on the other hand, I understand where they're coming from, too. Because they were like, look, a house divided, it's going to make parenting hard. Because you guys won't be on the same page when it comes to, things as far as our belief system and stuff. So, I mean, they have a valid point. But at this point, I just think they guys got a lot of problems. I don't know if, I don't, child. But that thing was funny to me. He said, I ain't ask her to become a Crip. I didn't know we was comparing the gang to the religion, but okay. Anyway, so, child, then we have Tracy and, what's his name? Well, I can always remember one couple, but I can't remember the second couple, child. Anyway, he basically telling his parents that he posted her bond and he gonna get Tracy out of jail. And her mother is like, what is it gonna take? Like, what is wrong with you? What is it gonna take for you to really get it through your head that Tracy has a drug problem and she gonna always choose drugs over you? And they flash back to, I guess, the last time he got her out of jail and Tracy disappeared. And he's even said that that's his fear, but he loves her and he just doesn't want to live without her. And so, I mean, he went and got her out of jail, and when she first got out of jail, they didn't want the cameras. She wanted a little bit of privacy, which I could respect that. And then when they finally brought the cameras in, I mean, she was saying all the right stuff, y'all. But let me tell you something. They always start off saying all the right stuff. They always start off saying what they know they're supposed to be saying, what everybody's supposed to hear, what they want everybody to hear, honey. They start off with all of that. So we'll see where Tracy is in 3 episodes. I hate to say it, Clint. Whatever the man's name is. Go and kiss that $5,000 goodbye, because I don't feel like you ever gonna see it again. But that's just me. Maybe I'm being cynical. Whatever. Oh Lord. Then we haven't seen them in a couple of episodes. Brittany and I told y'all I always remember the one couple and not the other. Brittany and it was Alphonse. Did I just make that up? Marcelino. I did. Marcelino. Brittany and Marcelino. Now, come to find out, Brittany has 2 children. Again, y'all might know this. I don't. Brittany has 2. We know she's pregnant now. She's got the other child. But she also had 2 children prior when she was a teenager. She was a runaway and all of that. She was also a teen mom. And what we find out is she keeps saying, she lost her babies to adoption. They went to see a lawyer because she wants to try to find out about getting those 2 children back. And come to find out, she lost the children to the state. That they became wards of the state. The state forced the adoption. She was a teen mom, and we know that there were times when she was homeless and everything else. Now they're going to see a lawyer about trying to get possession, Lord. She wants visitation she really wants the children back. And Marcelino brought up a good point. He said, I just don't know how much more money we can put out. We have a baby on the way. We already have a $30,000 attorney bill from the custody battle with the other child. And now the lawyer's saying that not only is this something that could take 5 or 6 years to happen, it may never happen, and it's going to be expensive to do. And I know he doesn't want to say no to her, but I also understand where his concern is coming from as well. So, I don't know. We're going to see how that plays itself out, honey. Okay, look. Megan, Michael, and Sarah. Let me tell you how sick I am. Megan working out with her best friend. She's saying how she ain't heard from Michael. The best friend is like, good. And she's telling him how, Michael was saying he was seeing other people. He wasn't really ready to commit to her, blah, blah, blah. Michael ends up going to New York to visit. I told y'all the last episode, we know that he's not with Megan. He's with his new girlfriend. And the new girlfriend, she sound like those dumb women who think that they're going to be different. I mean, he talking about some, she's more mature than Sarah and Megan, and she's this and she's that, and she's this and she's that, and she's this and she's that. She gonna be the same. What she is dumb. What she is fresh meat. What she is she thinks that she gonna be any different, that you're gonna do her any different than you do the rest of your children, and that is not the case. Michael finally gets to New York, and he leaves. To his credit, he leaves the girlfriend at the hotel. He goes to see Sarah. He gets there, and his oldest daughter, she sees him and she starts crying, and he don't understand why. He like, before I left, I was her favorite person in the world. I don't understand what her problem is. Her problem is that she don't know who you are. See, here's the thing about kids. Kids forget because they are what? Kids. She knows she has a father, but she doesn't know you anymore. And the fact that you don't call her, she doesn't talk to you. Like nowadays with modern technology, you could FaceTime and she would at least know who you were. Even though y'all live in different states and y'all don't see each other regularly, she would still know who you were. She don't know you. So you can't get mad at Sarah. You can't get an attitude with Sarah. That don't have nothing to do with Sarah. That's all you, bruh. Then he had, let me get back to the girlfriend for a minute. He gonna talk about how the girlfriend is mature and she's this and she's that. Because, if I want to have a threesome, she's cool with having a threesome. I don't have to sneak around. I don't have to cheat on her because she give me what I want. Michael, you are a fucking child. You are an immature child. And I have no idea what any of these women see in you. It must be 50 inches long. And I don't know what you got. I don't know what you got. Anyway, whatever. So then when the baby girl was upset, she asked for her grandmother. So Sarah called the grandmother to come and get her. Now in the interim, she calmed down, and her and Michael actually did start playing in the water, and they actually were having a good time. But the grandmother still came and got her grandbaby, and I don't blame her grandma. I don't blame grandma. I don't blame grandma at all. So then Michael wanted to talk to Sarah about seeing his kids, and he talking about something. Sarah don't want me to see the kids. She's trying to keep the kids away from me, but I know my rights. Do you know your rights about paying child support? Do you know your rights about visiting your children on a regular basis? Shit don't stop. The world don't end just because you decide to get somebody to buy you a plane ticket to let you come to New York. Are you serious? Really, Michael? You know your rights? Really? You simple ass. Anyway, child, that's Michael, Megan, and Sarah. He's a simple man. I ain't even calling you a man. You're a simple boy. You know why you're a boy? Because you're not a man. One thing that irritates me is somebody who don't take care of their kids, and then you want to make it seem like it's all everybody else, or that everybody else did you wrong or did something to you. If you don't go sit your simple ass down somewhere. Anyway, whatever. All right, y'all. Oh, Lord. Brittany and not Brittany. Angela and Tony. Child. Here goes some more simpletons. Tony is only there. I've said it before. I'm gonna keep saying it. He only there so he won't go back to jail. Okay. Now, Angela thinks she really hurting his feelings. She going out with her friends, and he's like, "Well, where you going?" And she's like, "Don't worry about where I'm going. I'm going out with my friends." He was like, "Well, why I can't go?" "Because my friends don't like you right now. You can't go." He was like, "Well, when you gonna be home?" "You don't get to ask me when I'm coming home. I'll be home when I get home. You don't get to ask me questions." I said, "Okay, here we go. All right. He don't get to ask you questions. Okay." So she goes out with her friends, and of course, the one friend, she's got the sister that we met and the guy that we met, but then she's got a new friend who she never met Tony, so she doesn't know anything about Tony. And of course they're like, tell her the whole thing. Tell her about the prostitutes. Tell her about this. Tell her about that. And her friend was like, "Are you serious right now? Like, Angela, really? Angela, you are too intelligent for this. Like, really? really right now that this man is with prostitutes? So then her sister gonna say, you know what you should do? You should stay with me tonight. You don't need to go home. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let them know how the shoe feels on the other foot. You don't have to go home tonight. And she was like, you know what? That's an idea. Then she gonna pull out her phone, honey. She got the app on his phone talking about something. Let me see where he is. I promise y'all, I said it last week, I'll say it again. If I ever have to put that much energy into keeping a man, I don't want him. I'm not putting no apps on my phone to know where he is. I'm not giving him no rules that say you can't be with a prostitute. I'm not doing none of that for no man. So then she decides that she's not going to stay at her sister's house. And what she does is she trying to set him up. She going to call him and tell him she not coming home. And now she's sitting camped out in front of the house to see what he about to do. First of all, you live on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Do you really think that he don't see you sitting there? Now, maybe he don't. Because he don't seem like he the brightest bulb in the bunch either. But you think he can't see you sitting there smoking them damn cigarettes one after the other? Now, watch, he going to prove me to be a liar. Because next week, he going to come sneaking out the house, watch. Because that's where we left off with them. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.